Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rin Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new A24 movie Eddington. Now, I initially heard about this movie from the trailer being played during another movie that I was watching, and I saw that it was, Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, Austin Butler, and Emma Stone in it, and I was like, I have to watch this movie. I love all of those actors. And after watching the trailer, I thought I knew what it was going to be about, but for the first about 2 hours, it is what I expected it to be, more or less. And then the last half an hour just throws logic out the window, and it goes completely opposite of what I thought it would be. Strange, odd, just like a complete switch up. Overall, I'd give it a solid 5 out of 10. It wasn't anything terrible, but it wasn't anything too special either. It was just pretty mediocre of a movie. Overall, I thought the cinematography looked great. I love the vibe that they went with having an old west desert sort of town. I also thought the coloring on the movie looked really, really good and was just very vibrant and matched the vibe that they went with the old west kind of theme. And without spoiling anything, in case you did want to go watch this movie, the movie kind of starts off being sort of a political commentary about COVID and all the stuff going on, all the discourse between people who didn't wear masks and people who did, as well as showcasing some of the other stuff that ended up happening during 2020. Again, regarding COVID, there was a little bit of stuff about the BLM protests and stuff that happened during 2020 as well. And then it also dove into conspiracy theorists and conspiracy theories about the government and stuff that people were falling for during COVID times and stuff. But then after it goes through that for about 2.5 hours this movie is, it completely switches up, and then it goes to Joaquin Phoenix's character just going completely insane, doing the craziest stuff, and then leading to him eventually becoming the mayor of this town because he starts running for mayor against Pedro Pascal's character. And it was just a really crazy, weird, didn't really make any sense the reason why the stuff happened the way it did. I will also say my favorite part of the movie was this quick little scene where so Joaquin Phoenix, he's the sheriff of this town, and then Pedro Pascal is obviously the mayor, and there's a call in to the sheriff's station of a noise complaint that there was loud noise, a party being thrown at Pedro Pascal's character's house. And so Joaquin Phoenix drives up to Pedro Pascal's house, goes in, turns the music off. Pedro Pascal comes back, turns it back on, so Joaquin Phoenix walks back to turn it off again, and then Pedro Pascal turns it back on, and then they start yelling at each other and arguing a bit, and then Pedro Pascal eventually ends up slapping Joaquin Phoenix in the face 3 or 4 times, and then Joaquin Phoenix just kind of starts walking away, and it looks like he wipes a tear from his eye, he kind of does that. But that quick scene was just super hilarious and very fitting, considering the rumors and stuff that Joaquin Phoenix's character just had tried to spread about Pedro Pascal's character in the scene before that. So I thought that was very fitting for that moment in the movie. Overall, if you like the more weird, obscure, strange movies, I would definitely recommend you to go watch this movie because it is one of those weird, obscure, different movies. For me, this one particularly wasn't my thing, but I do like a lot of the obscure movies, which is exactly the reason why I wanted to go watch this. But yeah, it just wasn't really my thing fully. I thought it was interesting, but still, I just thought the very end was a thing that ruined the movie for me the most, honestly. Just the randomness of the end is what kind of upset me with this film. But yeah, with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.
We are in a fight against evil.